order. And we will begin with the roll call.
Mrs. Martin Peters. Here. Mr. Lewis.
Here.
Heck. Here. Mr. Lago. Here.
Here. And do we have a large comment here?
You do. Mr. Warren, would you like to introduce a fine young gentleman to us this evening?
Absolutely.
Lead us in the pledge.
With us this evening, we have Robbie McCormick. Robbie is a third grade student here at Forks Elementary School. Some things about Robbie.
Do you want me
He
to
loves
take over
football.
and show this?
He's a great football player, basketball player, baseball player, and lacrosse player. Also, something I learned today, which I did not know, Robbie's uncle plays for our football team. He's Cole Transer, our quarterback. I did find out, I did a little probing, and I found out Robbie himself is also a very good quarterback. So you might have a very bright future ahead of us as well. Most importantly, Robbie is very smart, and he works very hard in school. In fact, he earned over 10,000 stickers first in math. So he's just done a phenomenal job, and it's also something you want to recognize in school. Great job, Robbie.
Stand for the lead, Bobby.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Robbie, if you'd like to come up here, we have a little token of our appreciation. Certificate that says a special thank you to you. So well done, young man. You're a Steelers fan, right? You will be a Steelers fan.
Oh, he's.
All right.
I have one here too.
If you don't mind, Robbie has more homework he'd like to finish. So Robbie's going to go home. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this meeting, which was held in accordance with the Pennsylvania School Codes for the purpose of electing the president and vice president to serve for a term of 1 year, and for consideration of any business that may be properly presented. The school code provides a temporary president is elected from a holdover member. However, I've been advised that I have been drafted to take that role, and finding that it interferes with no rights or in any other way jeopardizes the existence of the school district. I've been opinion that is proper as long as there is a motion appointing me as the temporary president. So I make a motion.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? No abstentions? Okay, with that, the one and only duty of the temporary president is to conduct the election for the president of the meeting. But the first thing before that, since we have some new members, we want to acknowledge the election certificates that were moved when we elected directors. And we have those certificates, and they're all in order. Okay. With that, it's now time for the oath of office, and we are once again very pleased and grateful to have the Honorable Edward G. Smith, the United States District Court, to Eastern District, to give the oath of office to the new members. Thank you, Judge.
And we're going to do this individually?
Individually. Yeah, individually, this way if they have any of their, yes.
First person.
We'll go in alphabetical order. I'm sorry. Come on around here.
Okay. You go around this way. Yeah.
All right.
Please raise your right hand.
Stand here.
Now,
Please repeat after me.
I,
State your name.
Edward Keegan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
And I will discharge the duties of my office
And I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I state your name.
I, Michelle Price,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support,
obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge
and I will discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Can we acknowledge you have Mr. Whitman?
And sir, if you would please raise your right hand. And can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Very well. Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Bill Whitman,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
And I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, sir. Last but certainly not least. I,
Jody Hess,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Judge. We appreciate it.
Well, I won't go around shaking everybody's hand or I'll take one.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nice
to all
to
of
see
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I know everybody's sworn in. You're duly empowered to speak up, vote. Okay, each and every public meeting has the opportunity for interested citizens to make any comments they would like on agenda items. This meeting has a limited number of agenda items. There will be a meeting immediately following this one, but we'll have some substance to it rather than just the reorganization. So is there anyone who would like to make any comments on any of the agenda items? Seeing none, we're going to task. My office here is to elect a president. And in that regard, I will ask for nominations for the office of president to serve for 1 year. Any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Mr. George Kanda.
Okay. The nomination for
Second.
Mr. Chandel, I hear a second. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, I would declare the nominations be closed. And I will ask for a voice vote. All those in favor of the election of George Chando as a president of the Eastern Area School Board, say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Those opposed, congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Solicitor Freund, for officiating. And I don't want to answer your phone.
No.
Before we proceed with the next section on the agenda, the election of the vice president, I certainly would just like to thank the members of the board for, expressing their confidence in me to serve as the president for the upcoming year. And all of us on the board, the older board members, certainly look forward to our new board members who are joining us this evening, and we will have an opportunity to work with them. And as new board members, they will certainly bring a new and perspective for us. And one of the proudest things that I've seen over the last few years with this board is the collaboration and the cooperation. I certainly have continued looking forward to that with everybody. So once again, thank you to the board members. With that, we still have Mr. Whitman. Yeah, oh yeah, he's part of the meeting. Okay. Pardon? Oh, hell. Yeah, I know. Okay. With that, I promised him we would try and move it along as quickly as possible. Okay. So, all right, with that, Section 8 of our agenda is the election of a vice president, and I will open nominations for that office.
I would like to nominate Jody Hess.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there seconds? Is there any other nomination? Okay, hearing no other nominations, we'll move the nominations be closed. Since there's only one person nominated for that position, we will use a voice vote. Mr. Whitman. Oh, I'm perfect, and I'm sure, I hate to be interrupting you at this time. We're just moving through with the election of a vice president, and we have one nomination of Jody Hess, so we're going to do a voice vote on that. I'll entertain that voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Congratulations, Mrs. Hess. What we're going to do, Mr. Whitman, we're going to then move to adjourn this meeting and then very quickly move through the agenda for the regular business meeting. I will move it very quickly. I don't want to interrupt your plans any longer, okay? Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. And now we will move to open the regular board meeting. Mrs. Ramirez, you have our new roll call. Noted? Okay. We had the Pledge of Allegiance, so we don't have to continue with that any further. We'll move into superintendent's report. If there's anything from Mr. Pipparotta.
No report this evening, thank you.
Well, thank you. I told you, Mr. Whitman, we're going to move quickly here. Okay. All right. Public to be heard on agenda items. If there's anyone in the public that would like to be heard on an agenda item that's been posted, please come forth to the podium, state your name, sign in, and you'll have 5 minutes to speak on the agenda item.
Should I do this now?
That's fine. I realize we're operating on a little different agenda,
No,
and I
no
know
problem.
you have the PTA report.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm Jennifer Fry, President of Area Council PTA, and I have a fantastic report here from our school districts as to items that have transpired in October and November so far. We start with Cheston Elementary School. They held a fall festival with over 275 people in attendance. The PTA set up a snack bar as a thank you for the teachers after there was a gas leak that forced an evacuation. So PTA wanted to say thank you to our teachers for that. They provided 50 meals for families over the Thanksgiving holiday, and next week they're starting their Santa shop. Forks Elementary School, they hosted an ice cream social for 180 students that completed the summer workbooks. And that was an absolutely fantastic number. They funded the Brain Show Assembly, and they hosted a pep rally and a tailgate lunch for all the students and staff before the Easton Peaburg game. And Forks PTA made 2 notes that they would like to commend and thank Whitson's Food Services, who worked with them fantastically for both their ice cream social and their tailgate luncheon, and helped them to get it done easier, less expensive, and within nutritional guidelines. They were just, the Forks PTA was just really, really happy with how they helped them. So I wanted to say thank you to Whitson's. March Elementary School hosted a family game night in October. They provided full Thanksgiving meals for 23 March Elementary families, and they just kicked off their giving tree, which will benefit 18 families in the March Elementary School. Palmer Elementary School provided 30 Thanksgiving dinners for Palmer families. Paxenosa Elementary, I do not have a report at this time. Shawnee Elementary, they funded a drone science assembly, and they hosted a fall family night. Tracy Elementary School, they set up a Veterans Day assembly for their students, and they had 5 local veterans who volunteered to come in, and they did a Q&A session with students in grades 3 through 5. And students then in grades kindergarten through 2 made thank you notes for veterans that will be sent with donated candy overseas. So everybody got to participate in that. And Tracy is also kicking off their annual giving tree. Large event that happened at the middle school was the 3rd annual International Festival. They did a holiday festival this year. They had 58 classrooms that were used, and they were studying various holidays from around the world. They made projects and artwork and created a display for the family event. And then they had an evening event, which started with performances in the auditorium. A chorale sang holiday songs in several languages, and students performed dances from Germany, Lebanon, Italy, and Korea. And for the first time in the international night, they had a fashion show as well. And they had fashions shown from over 40 different countries. After the show, everyone headed to the cafeteria for cultural displays and for samplings of cuisine of different countries. The middle school also has their Winter Wonderland coming up, and that is a great event for anyone who doesn't know, where students, anybody who wants to can donate items to this holiday shop, and then all the students at the middle school can go and shop for gifts for their family members for free. And the middle school has been helping all of our schools in the district to obtain volunteers as needed for different events. The high school hosted a Whitson's representative at the November meeting, just to get some background information about our food services program. And our high school PTA provided volunteers and people to assist with a lot of activities during the Easton Peaburg festivities, such as the bonfire, wood collecting, etc. Myself, I plan the party after the prom after party, and my daughter is a senior. So our high school PTA is looking for someone who would like to help me plan the after party this year, so that they can take over next year. So we're looking to anyone in the community who'd be interested in shadowing me this year to plan the prom after party. It's not a lot of work. It's pretty much a well-oiled machine, and then take over as follows. So, and I'd like to congratulate all of our new board members, our existing board members. Thank you for everything you're doing, and to our new superintendent. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The library report. Mr. Riley.
Good evening, Mr. President. I'm Timothy Riley, Vice President of the Eastern Area Public Library Board. And Mr. Superintendent, I am a Steelers fan. 2 things of interest. first is our winter book sale that takes place this weekend. Not only does the library get to take some books off its shelves that need to be replaced, they get donations from the community, and the Friends of the Public Library work that sale and use that money to help support the needs of the library. So if you're looking for a good book, stop by the library, go through the hundreds of books that are available, and maybe take some home. The other thing of note is the HVAC system that works for the Marks Room, our historical documents and everything that we maintain, has been approved by the board, and the funds for that come from an endowment directed from a late patron who put that money towards, directed towards the Marks Room. So that's all.
Thank you very
Any
much.
questions, concerns, I'll entertain them. If not, I'll retire.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Whitman, just for your application, we are going to be moving through section 4, which is executive session report. There is no reports listed here that I see. Correct? Okay. So this is nothing more than a reporting to the public that an executive session was held on November 19th by the Board of Education. We're going to move to section 5, personnel. And Mr. Whitman, we're going to, I block a lot of these items, and we're going to do a roll call since you are remotely calling in here. So we're moving into personnel, and I'd like to move 5A through 5F. Can you pull it up? Yes, 5A through 5F as a block. 5A is a motion with regrets to approve the retirement of 2 staff members. 5B, the motion to approve the termination of employee number 8574. 5C is a motion to approve the resignations of 5 staff members. 5D is a motion to approve 4 leaves of absence. 5E is a motion to elect 4 support staff employees, and 5F is a motion to approve 1 extra pay for extra duty contractual stipend as presented.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Roll call, Mrs. Ramirez?
Mrs. Hartman?
Aye.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Schneider?
Yes.
Mrs. Ayago? Yes. Ms. Price? Yes. Dr. Keegan?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman?
Mr. Whitman, your vote on that?
Mr. Chandler?
Yes. That motion carries. 5G, motion to approve the following individuals as athletic site managers for the 2019-20 school year as presented.
Moved.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Just a note that the fall site managers, we are moving retroactively as part of this motion, just so everyone is aware of that, okay? Roll call, Mrs. Ramirez.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Schneider?
Yes.
Ms. Ayago? Yes. Ms. Price? Yes. Dr. Keegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Hartman Fittinger?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman? Yes. Mr. Chandler?
Yes, the motion carries, thank you. We'll move to 6, budget and finance. We have a motion to approve the payment of bills for the general fund, special activities fund, capital projects, and food service accounts as presented.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, Mr. Ramirez?
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Schneider?
Yes.
Ms. Ayago? Yes. Ms. Price? Yes. Dr. Keegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Hartman Fittinger?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman? Yes. Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Chandler?
Yes, the motion carries, thank you. Section 7, other business. There are 2 items, we'll move 7A. A motion to approve the settlement agreement and release as presented.
So moved. Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Ms. Ayago? Yes. Ms. Price? Yes. Dr. Dr. Keegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Hartman Bettinger?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Chen?
Yes, that motion carries. 7B, a motion to approve the 2020 regular and standing committee meeting schedule and advertisement as presented.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Aliaga?
Yes.
Ms. Price? Yeah. Dr. Keegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Hartman Bettinger?
Yes.
Mr. Whitman? Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mrs. Hess? Yes. Mr. Snyder?
Yes.
Mr. Chen?
Yes, the motion carries. Section 8, public to be heard on non-agenda items. Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the board on any non-agenda items? Please come forth and sign in at the podium, state your name, and you will have 5 minutes. Seeing no one, we'll move to section 9, any other business. I just have one other thing to conduct here. And every year, the Pennsylvania School Board Association keeps track of the members that serve on the numerous boards of education within the state. And this year, they have submitted to this Board of Education a certificate of appreciation from the Pennsylvania School Board Association to School Director Jody Hess in recognition of ongoing school board service and long-term contributions of individuals who bring their energy, talents, and values to the guidance of youth and public education in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And it's signed by the Pennsylvania School Board Association President David Hutchinson and the Chief Executive Officer Nathan G. Maines. So, Mrs. Hess, congratulations on 8 years of service with the board. With that, is there any other business from any other board members?
I would,
Go right ahead.
first, thank you for the support, and second, I would like to welcome our new members, and I'm excited to get moving along with them and have fun with it.
Is there anyone else? Okay, with that, ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Whitman, thank you very much for indulging with us, okay? I tried to do as fast as possible. Enjoy it, and I will see you when we return, all right? Okay, thanks, Bill. They don't all go like this. Yeah. We will have an executive session. We will have an executive session.
Because the new guys have to get close.
Yeah, me too. You too. Good luck. Can't wait to tell Herbie. Yeah.
The last class, he knows
She's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's
done with chemo. So she has to continue treatment for that. She has her surgery for the 20th. So half day school. So it's in and out. Yeah, I mean, she'll continue to get that radiation. So there's like those kind of things, but yes. Yeah. So big hurdles done, but I will.
so sweet.
Suck that you're off on relax at the end of the day. I was so glad it came. It came the very next time. Oh no, it's the best thing ever. It's so good. The dog can't like lick aspects. It's so nice and snug. And you're right about the water. It's hardly used up anymore.
Yeah. Did this thing go off?
Yeah, it went up. I don't know if it's like real accident
Either, but it's,
yeah, it's great. I feel like it doesn't evaporate as much because it's so
yeah, I don't feel it very often.
Yeah, it's amazing. What a great thing.
Yeah, I know.
I was telling everybody all weekend. It was great, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you need help with that?
No, I'm good. I'm okay.